Welcome to another CUPS tutoring tutorial. Our goal is to condense information into videos that are somewhat rich in content but still take a very short time to watch. More than one viewing is usually required for a new skill. Our objective in this lesson is going to be to pull apart data from one column and make it wind up in some other column. For example, maybe you have a list of students or employees or something and you need to sort them by their birth month for when you do birthdays. And while there's a way to do this way, let's go ahead and just talk about how we would turn all those into columns. We've got a slash in between them, so I'm going to delimit them. All right, they don't have a space between them, they have a slash. All right, so you'll notice in the preview down here they're pulling them apart. All right, so I'll say next. Okay, and it says the destination should be over there and yada yada yada, and just look around, look at your previews, see if they make sense. And everything made sense except for one thing. When I separated them, it said general. So we can change this this format over here, general, which guesses that these are dates, and of course they're not anymore because we pulled them apart. So we can force that by going to number and taking off the zeros and waiting like that. But we can also do it when you first do it. You can just tell Excel when you go to data and separate the text into columns using a slash as your delimiter that you actually want them to be treated like text. That works too. They can't be used in formulas now, but they can be sorted, so that's another way to do it. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about how we would, let's move that over there. I'm going to put birthdays over here so I have room for the last names to go into column B. So once again, I'm going to say text to columns. I'm here in the data ribbon over here, okay? Or you can go to the data column too and say text to columns in the menu here. Either way, text to columns right there too. I want to delimit them, of course, this time with a space. Good job, yes, okay. And say next, and no problem, and finish. Do I want to replace the empty contents? I'm sure. Okay. Now what gets complicated is if we want a list that says last name comma first name. And of course retyping all of these isn't just the spreadsheet way to do things, right? We've got to find out how to do it the other way. So unfortunately in Excel 2013 we could go Dakin comma SYCINTHIA, and then we type HAR, it would start guessing and then fill in the rest of the column for us. Unfortunately, 2011 doesn't seem to do that, but we can make it happen anyway. Let's use this tricky formula, and then we're going to turn the formula into a value. So we're going to say this equals B2, the last name, okay, and then ampersand means another thing, okay, like concatenate them, means put them together, all right? Let's put quotation marks. That means do exactly what's in the quotation marks, comma, space. After their last name, you'll have a comma and a space. Quotation marks. One more ampersand. Now, of course, we're going to say A2. All right, you should see the green box around Cynthia's name over there and say enter. So that worked. Now, of course, you remember from earlier lessons, we're not going to type that again. We're going to say autofill. All right, so that worked, except these are formulas now, and when you delete these, well, that's no good. All right, so the formulas over there will get confused. Oh, it moved them. Okay, I'll actually delete them to illustrate my point, I guess. All right. Oh, the formula's broke. Okay, undo. All right, so what I'm going to do instead, this is kind of strange, but I'm going to copy these. Command C, or copy, dunk. Now I'm going to do something weird. Paste special. Very interesting piece of this software. Say values. It's going to change the formulas into actual, I know it's confusing, they're labels, right? But it's going to be the value of the formula, which was what was in A and B, which means now we can lose A and B and we're still safe. And anyway, that's the weird way to put columns together in this one. Maybe the next Mac version, they might have a quicker version like the other ones, but anyway, please contact us, lots of questions, lots of comments. Thank you very much for watching. This has been brought to you by CUPS Tutoring. Remember to practice these skills without the video right away to help them take hold in the more active part of your memory. And above all, while trying to learn new material, remember to set aside time to get plenty of exercise and sleep. Thank you for watching our demonstration.